Am I the asshole for telling my kids to borrow money from their sister? Not me. This is like it's family money again. It's another family money issue. Eliza is a nanny for an extremely rich family. I don't know if she's considered live-in because she lives in a separate house, but it's on the same property. She makes $250,000 a year plus bonuses, doesn't pay rent or utilities, rarely buys groceries because she always eats with the family. They bought her a brand new car. They pay for her gas maintenance, all of her medical, dental, vision. At first I was like, it sounds like she's a servant. Then I was like, what the hell? I gotta go to nanny school, man. This is crazy. It's like, the salary is great, but then the bennies are like, you literally have to pay for nothing. Hell, they even pay for her gym membership and her vacations. What does she spend money on? That's all of the things that you buy. Their savings account is going out of control, man. This is crazy. She's worked for them for 2 years. 2 years! I thought that shit would be like 15 years of benefits cumulatively. She's been there since 2020 and recently bought a rental building in cash. Needless to say, she's doing very well for herself. And she bought the building in cash. No 7% mortgage. Holy cow. She's a landlord? Yeah, but she's girl bossing. So it's okay. I think I'm willing. Listen, she's not really a landlord. First off, she's a landlady. I think that makes it better. Secondly, if she is a landlord, one rental building, maybe she's like a land earl. On the scale of lordship, she's not like a land emperor. You know, she's not like Li Ka-shing or something like that. She's like a little earl or like a petty duke or something like that. It's not that bad. It starts with one building. You don't know why. Anyway, sorry. Be a kick-ass duke or something. Eliza called me the other day asking what I said to her brothers because now they're both asking her for money. I told her what I told them and she yelled at me for volunteering her to help her with her brother's expenses. I told her that I never said she would help them. I just said that she easily could. She said she doesn't feel comfortable loaning money to family because she doesn't want to risk their relationship if they don't pay her back. I told her it shouldn't be a big deal if they don't pay her back because we know her Christmas bonus will be close to double what her brothers want. Okay, yeah, you're the asshole. Like, you can't... I get that Eliza maybe has more means to loan money to the family, but you can't just volunteer her income. Like, maybe her Christmas bonus will be more than the brothers asked for, but like she worked for her Christmas bonus, even if it is more than, I don't want to say it's more than she deserves, but you know what I mean. Like, you can't just be like, oh, you can afford it. Yeah, but I don't like want to afford it. Being a good sibling? How do you know they're a good sibling? They could have hated each other when they were kids. Who knows? What's Eliza's at? I know, man. Holy cow. She should be teaching like Instagram classes on how to be a live-in nanny. Although, on the other hand, why would she ever do anything else when she's got the greatest job of all time? $250,000 a year, never have to pay any bills. All your vacations are paid for. Oh, so there's no job security, though. It only lasts 18 consecutive years. Maybe it doesn't last 18 years. Maybe people fire their nannies like when the kids become like adolescents or whatever. I don't know. I get that you're family, but like you can't just volunteer someone else's money. And then if the person you volunteer says, I don't want to risk the relationship by loaning family money, you don't get to say, well, yeah, but you make that much money at your job anyway, so who cares? Not to mention, like, I know this is, again, it's obvious that she's the asshole to me to begin with, but then without getting too much into the weeds, you know she's got to, like, pay income tax on her income and then loan the after-tax income to her family. So, like, in order to, because she's pulling down, like, nearly top tax bracket money, in order to loan $40,000 to her family, she's got to bring in like 70 something. It's a pretty substantial burden to just impose on somebody because you think they can handle it, even when they're not really involved in the situation. She has no expenses? Yeah, but it's her money. I don't understand why are her siblings entitled to her money? And moreover, I think it would be different if if your sibling call, and as an only child here, I can't put myself in their shoes, obviously, but if your sibling called you and was like, "Hey, I'm really embarrassed to ask you this, but could you help me with the down payment for my house? It's 30 grand. It would really help us out a lot, blah, blah, blah." That I might be more amenable and be like, you know what? Like maybe we can find a way to make it work. But if they were like, "Hey, mom told me that you would loan me $30,000, I would be like hang up the phone right now. Cuz that's like you got to present things in a more acceptable package than that. Like that's it matters like how you approach someone for an interaction, you know? But I mean like more than anything else, I'm like it's her money. It's very rude, and maybe rudeness is not the top priority here, but I think it's very rude to be like your sister will give you the money, she can afford it. Like that's just I mean she did the work. Being a leech to a 1%er isn't a job? No, it's a damn dream. It's like heaven. That's the streamer like retirement plan. Get one fan who is like the son of the CEO of like some kind of oil company and then just like ride off into the sunset. Why doesn't she share the dream a little bit? Like, honestly, like I mean, we're all projecting here. I feel like it's kind of because they came to her and said, "Mom said you'd give us some money. Don't be like a B word about it." Also, like I don't know how close they are either. Like, like if you grew up with your siblings and you were like tight and you're like you're not six individuals, you're one family. Like that's one thing. It doesn't sound like this is the case. There's some families where it's like there's two parents and then every one of the kids has like a one-to-one relationship with the parental units and they don't really talk to the siblings at all. Like, I mean, like if your sister won like a real lottery, if she won $50 million in the Powerball or whatever, I would be like, buy me a house. I wouldn't ask for the down payment. I would ask for the whole thing in cash. I would expect, and listen, maybe I don't get a house. I'll live with it. Like I'm not gonna blow everything up just if I don't get it. But like if you won $50 million and if one of my very, very close, like if my mom, my dad, my wife, or my daughter, or a sibling hypothetically, won $50 million in the lottery, I would say, buy me a house. I would drop some hints at the very least. If they were making $250,000 a year, I don't think I would feel entitled. It's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, and they're just asking for a down payment, but still, if I won $50 million in the lottery, well, now it's like, am I the asshole? I won $50 million in the lottery and I bought a house for all of my friends who don't have houses. But now my friends who bought houses think that they're being punished by not getting a free house. Oh, if I'd known you were going to win the lottery and give everyone a free house, I wouldn't have paid for my house. You dickhead. Can you just give me the cash value of a house instead? You've made 7 other people's lives better, and yet you haven't made my life better. You're a bad person. Unironically, yes, give him the cash. You're an insane person. Listen, that was too far. In Minecraft. I don't think adults should think like that. You got your house. You're okay. You got a roof over your head. You're handling your bills. Why is if somebody else is struggling and they get like a handout, why should you get it? Why should you stick your hand out as well? Maybe I buy you like a car or something. Buy you like your favorite car, like a Dodge Charger or something like that. But yes, it was meant as an insult. Who says being in a house negates all their problems? Well, who says like if I buy a house for, person X who doesn't have a house, that is making their life perfect as well? Why do you feel like you're owed something? I'm trying hard to like reconcile this with my political beliefs. Because it sounds like a huge boomer take. But we're talking specifically about a situation of like, if I won the lottery, if I have 10 friends, 3 of them have houses. If I bought houses for the 7 friends who don't own a house, and the other 3 friends are like, where's the cash value of the house that you owe me to be friends, like to have treated us all fairly, then like fucking, you're not friends anymore. I'm being punished for purchasing a house in 2015. It's only gone up 70% in value with me doing fucking nothing? What are you talking about? Yes, but I'm petty. Oh, well, that's fair. I think that's fine. It's a made-up scenario anyway. You're equating friends to children. It's a false equivalency. What are you talking about? They're not children. They're siblings. I know we got stun locked on the other one for a reasonable length of time, but like, I don't know. I mean, I'm resisting the urge to say, why don't they outcompete her for her job? It's a free market. Why don't you show up an hour earlier than she shows up? Why don't you stay an hour later? Why don't you cut the demand for her salary? Why don't you say, you're paying her $250, I'll take $200, and I'll pay for my own dentist appointments. Outcompete her, and then maybe see if she likes it when the shoe's on the other foot. But also, why don't you then go ahead and see when she asks you for $30,000, how you feel that she's already spent the money that you worked for. You might find that the thing in the prestige is that Hugh Jackman never knows when he gets into the tube if he's going to be the one that's on the stage or if he's going to be the one that's in the tube, okay? I'm going to go to the bathroom. I got to pee really bad. I'm not sure if that came across. Let me go /marker react court. And I'll see you in 2 minutes. Shit just drives me crazy. It's like, when you're eating in class, your teacher be like, did you bring enough for the rest of the class? And you're like, is the rest of the class hungry? Then they should bring their own food. I brought my own food. I don't understand why just because I'm hungry, I should be expected to feed 30 other children. Can't I just be hungry and then be like, I'm gonna solve this by eating? They never apply it to other things in life. They never go, oh, you gotta if I let you take a piss, then everybody in class is gonna wanna take a piss. No, if you gotta pee, you go to the bathroom. I was a teacher for a year. What an insane take on eating in class. I was a teacher for a year too, asshole. What an insane reaction to a sane take on eating in class. We have exactly the same authority to speak on the subject. See me after class. As a former student, yeah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, I'm on my Dennis Leary arc right now. I think the problem is that when kids eat in class, it's not like they're eating, it's that they always eat like the fucking loudest food of all time. You know, they're always like getting an apple and going like, they got the potato chips